Hi everyone, my name is Ilya and this is the first YouTube video which is completely raw content. I have no script prepared for it, but my goal is to start a new YouTube series where this is the first video dedicated to me starting a new business and applying everything I learned previously to that new project. A little bit about myself. I've been working for the past several years on e-commerce. I had the store in wall art industry, so we were selling like art posters, mainly motivational art posters. I can put the link to it below. You can check it out as well. That's what I've been doing for the past year or two, and I realized this is not necessarily the niche which I want to be in terms of e-commerce. I like the e-commerce game overall, and this is something I find myself interested in. But at the same time, I think the products you're selling and in general the brand you're building should be related to something first you know, and second you're really passionate about, and you can stick to this niche and this game for a very long time. Besides that e-commerce experience before, I also working in the software company. I work a little bit on analytics and strategy. Besides that, I guess I can mention that I'm a very athletic person, so I've been doing a lot of sports. I'm preparing for a marathon this year. I've been going to gym quite a lot in the past, and now also focused a lot on CrossFit, like high rocks and stuff. So this is like a bit about me. This YouTube channel, I will be mixing the videos which I had before, such as just educational type of content. But this YouTube series, starting from now, will be specifically me sharing each step of my journey building a new brand, applying my previous knowledge on every step of the journey, including the product research, marketing strategies, brand development, content, ads, etc. I would not say I have a ton of knowledge which I can apply to every single piece of every single component of the brand. At the same time, I'm also planning to share everything I struggle with and every success I have, and it's just going to be very raw content which I wanted to convey here. I'm still planning to keep it extremely valuable. My goal is this channel is to provide value, so I'm not going to be talking too much about the way I wake up or what I do before I go to bed or how I work, but it's more about knowledge which I have not understood before, but which I really understand now and want to apply and fix mistakes in my new project. So to get to the point about the new project, as I mentioned, I'm a lot into fitness industry, so the new e-commerce brand I'm planning to build around that niche, which would be either fitness, recovery, maybe even supplements, sleep, this area of life. What I've done so far is I've developed a few non-negotiables of what my product and brand should be. This is all what I haven't considered before when I was choosing my previous venture. Second thing I've done is I've thought about the audience. I mentioned in one of my videos in this YouTube channel that you shouldn't really build the businesses around the products, you should build businesses around the audience and the problem. So a few things I outline is the audience which I'm trying to serve, which is basically people like me. I think there would be like guys and girls between 22 to 30 years old, maybe 22 to 28, very athletic people wanting to try different type of sports, mainly like CrossFit, running, maybe gym, boxing at some point, tennis, squash, cycling as well, maybe swimming. This type of sport, especially the ones which can be done in the community, passionate about this particular type of sport. Also travelers, people liking coffee. This is like one of the points I outlined. I was trying to, when I was developing the audience, my goal was to make it as specific as possible, because my goal is to focus on a particular niche. I was trying to basically write in bullet points every aspect of the audience which I know about them, because that over time, if you know everything about the audience and if it's written down, you can think of a lot of other aspects of your business that can resonate with them. For example, like if they like coffee, as I mentioned, you can make film videos where they also drink coffee. Or me knowing that I travel a lot, I can think of a new product which will be a fitness related product for travelers as well. And this is related because I know this is still my audience, or this is another like component of my audience. Yeah, as I mentioned, guys, girls, feeling passionate about sport, willing to try different types of sport, value community a lot, value friendship and experiences. People interested in self-development a lot. I think this kind of segment of the audience is very emerging nowadays. In terms of the country, I personally live in Germany. I was targeting the US and Canada in my previous project. I think what I will do is bring the product to the American market, just because I understand it a little bit better in terms of running ads, creating content, etc. But at the same time, I was also thinking of an idea of bringing the product which I find on that market into the Europe. There's not too much of innovation happening here, at least not as I see. Consumerism is not a big thing here. People don't buy too many products in Europe, from my experience at least. But at the same time, I believe that the brand can be properly developed around the product. People will be interested in it here, and this is what I'm trying to do. Probably start selling, dropshipping those products in the US market, and then go into Europe, where I also know a lot of people. So this is a few words about the audience. Next, I also went through the few problems which I am trying to solve, and this is actually a really important point. I think your product should be problem solver for you, most importantly. When you know you can get value from a product you're selling, first, you know it's valuable already, it has demand because you are one of the people who are gonna buy it. Second, you know how to talk to people about your product, you know the pain points you had, which the product solved, you know how to address these pain points to the customers, you know therefore how to film good videos, how to run good ads, how to find the right marketing angles, how to find the right messaging. Maybe you understand the audience as well better because you are very similar audience to the one you're selling to, because it's the same problem solved for you and them. So I was trying to think of the issues I had, which the products can solve. One of them is like sleep. I think I struggle a lot with like not falling asleep but waking up, and this is one of the issues I thought about. I'm gonna probably try to make a research on that specific issue, on like how it can be solved, maybe with some supplements or something else. I actually have not made a proper product research yet, but that's my plan for the rest of the week basically. Secondly, I thought about muscle recovery. It's not a huge issue for me, I'd say. I would probably not go into that market. It's also very saturated. But at the same time, there's many opportunities, right? Everyone likes muscle recovery, and it's also a very interesting market with a lot of innovations, a lot of interesting products. Some are like massage guns or like rollers, you can like use them for the muscles. I saw those kind of products online, and I might consider selling those or at least testing. And these products might help me a lot as well, since I do quite a lot of sport. Besides that, I thought about a problem of like people, how they look and smell when they do sports, because I see a lot of people, especially now in summer, doing sports in groups like run clubs, like playing tennis, squash, padel or pickleball, soccer and many other types of sports in groups or in communities. Run clubs is a new dating apps basically. People do care a lot about how they look and how they smell when they meet people doing sports. So I thought about, like, I saw a few products. It's like a bracelet with a fragrance in it, and I thought it might be a really cool idea. I would use that a lot. I like bringing like some kind of fragrance with me, so it's like a perfect product also for men, which I would really be interested in myself. So that kind of the product I thought about, or like a necklace with also fragrance. In terms of the problem overall, I thought about selling accessories or like jewelry for sports. I think this market is, I don't even know that it exists. Might be delusional because I haven't seen many products in that niche, but that might be something interesting I can consider, or at least try testing. Don't assume, let the market decide what's successful or not. I think this is really important. So these are the few problems which I also thought about. I might be looking into something more, some more issues I have than that. For example, like traveling. Like I think a lot of people like to do sports, but sport routine breaks when they travel and they don't really know where to go do sports when in a new place we haven't visited before. So it's pretty hard to solve this issue with the physical products. I think it's more like software. I'm still gonna look into something like that. Like this is something which the issue I would really be interested in. Like I need this solution for that issue. My next steps is basically find products which fit into the basically solutions for that issues I mentioned before. Make a research on all of them through like Alibaba, AliExpress, other TikTok accounts, TikTok shop, marketplaces, and just in general understand the demand on them and see what I can do with branding, how I can develop the brand around all of them. I don't want to, my goal is to not like create a new website or a new platform for every single product, but I want to keep it in one place and start testing. That's my plan. Today is Friday. I'm gonna probably develop go through the product research by like next week, mid of next week, and hopefully start building end of next week. So I'm gonna be trying to update you guys on everything I do every week. That's my goal. And yeah, stay tuned and please follow the journey. I also love to connect to anyone building something cool and anyone in the e-commerce or software industries. I love talking to fellow entrepreneurs, so reach out to me on Instagram or LinkedIn or anywhere else. I will put all the links to my socials below, and yeah, have fun.